Aloha, Rich Alverson here. This is ITS128, and in this video I'm going to do the Chapter 8 labs. So let me get myself out of the way and pop up here we go. So we're doing lab, let's start with lab 8.7. Okay, in this video we're going to write in this program we're going to write a program that reads in a line of text as input and outputs that line in reverse. So, and it repeats it until the user types in done with a capital D, or types in done with a lowercase d, starting with lowercase d, or just a lowercase d letter. Okay. So those are the three ways that it stops, and so we'll see how that works. Okay, so in other words, if the input is like this, okay, so it keeps on reading them in. So if you type in this string and then this string and then done, it's going to output the first string in reverse. You notice it's HELLOTHERE reverse, and then HEY in reverse, and then it's going to be done. So that's what the output is going to be. All right, so okay, so you don't have to store this while you read this. So what's going to happen is after you type this in, then it's going to output this, and then it's going to come back and ask you again, and then you can type this in, and it'll output this, and then it comes back and asks you again, and you type in this, and then it doesn't do anything. It just stops. Okay, so that's how the program's going to work. So first of all, let's ask the user for the input. Word. I'm going to call it a word. No, it doesn't have to be a word. It's a input, user input equals input. It's a string. And then I'm going to, I have to check to see if the user typed in done. So while, and I'm going to use a while loop, and so as long as the user has not typed in done, while user input is not equal to done, then I'm going to the output word, or use the output. I'm going to start with the output equaling nothing, and then I'm going to okay. Inside here, there's a for loop because now I'm going to loop through all the letters of I'm going to loop through all the characters of the string. For I in range of the length of user input, so for that number of characters. Okay, so here's how I'm going to do it. Now's the time to show you this. Okay, so you have hello, HELLO, and I'm going to have output as it goes through the loop. First, it's going to equal H, but then when it reads the E, I'm going to put the E before the H. So I'm going to put the E there, and then put the rest of the string after that. And then it reads the L, and I'm going to put the L here and the rest of the string after that, and then the next L, and then the next O. So output is going to equal the string but in reverse order. So I'm going to go one by one, and each time I'm going to take the next letter I find, and I'm going to stick it before the string as I create it. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to go output equals what's the user input, the character. How do you concatenate? In Python, you concatenate with a plus sign. Output. So I'm going to take output, and I'm going to stick the next character the next character from user input. I'm going to stick that in front, and then that's what the new output's going to be. All right. So that's how I'm gonna, that's it. And so when I'm done, I'm going to print output. That's it. And then because this is a while loop, I want to read the next input because I'm going to keep on doing this until the user types in done. So I'm going to go. I'm going to do just this. Okay. You know, these exercises are good because they give you confidence in believing that the solution is very small and simple. You just got to figure out what the trick is. You just got to try stuff. And there's only a finite number of tricks. So you do this enough, and then you learn all the tricks, and it's just, oh, it's this trick, it's that trick. So that's what programming's all about. So so let's run this. Hello there, done. Okay, I'm going to do hello. Well, oops. Hello. Oh, hey. What do you know? Done. It's done. Okay. All right. So that looks like that works. Notice that I only took care of the case where you do capital D. I only took care of this case. You're going to have to take care of the other two cases. So you're going to have to modify this. So, or whatever, to take care of the other two cases. And so let's just submit for grading and see what I get. Oh, I got 2 out of 10. I got 2. Well, okay, so the reason we got these errors is because it tried to do, doesn't show it, does it? Oh, here, see, it did a lowercase done, and because it didn't, because this ended up being true, it came down here and probably did ENOD, and then it tried to read another input, and there was no other input because it was supposed to be done the previous time. So anyway, this will be fixed when you take care of this case and this case. All right? All right, very good. Let's do the next one. Now this has got an asterisk, which means it's pretty hard. Okay. So this part of the video is going to take longer than he thinks. All right. So first of all, write a program to play an automated game of rock, paper, scissors. Two players make one of three hand signals at the same time. Hand signals represent a rock, a piece of paper, and a pair of scissors. Above, 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 above. Okay, so 0, 1, or 2 represents rock, paper, scissors. All right. You all know how to play this game. Rock crushes scissors, paper covers rock, scissors cut paper. All right. So in this one we're going to do this incremental development thing where we just do a little bit and we can run it. We can see if we see what the points we get and so on. Let's see if we do that. Complete each step and submit for grading before starting the next step. Only a portion of the test pass each step, but confirm progress. All right. So first of all, read the starter template and do not change the provided code. Variables are defined are rock, paper, and scissors. A seed is read from input to initialize the random number generator. This supports automated testing and creates predictable results that would otherwise be random. So what the seed does is, it's kind of like there's a whole bunch of different sets or series of random numbers in there, and let's say there's 10. Well, there's way more, but the seed sort of picks which one. So by entering the same seed each time, you get the same series of random numbers. And by random, I mean they're random in that the next number doesn't is not dependent at all on anything that came before it. So and it's a way that you can test your code, because when you're testing code using random numbers, it's like the first time it works and the second time it doesn't work, and the reason is because the random numbers are different. This is a way to make sure that the random numbers behave randomly, but it's the same set of random numbers every time. Anyway, so reader, read two player names. Okay, so we do that. And then read the number of rounds, and then continue reading numbers of rounds if the value is below 1. Okay, so read a number of rounds. It's got to be a valid number of rounds. Otherwise, I will keep on asking you until you give it a valid number of rounds. And a valid number of rounds is 1 or more, so it's a number greater than 0. So if you enter a negative number, then it's going to just ask you again. Okay, and then output the names and the number of rounds and submit for grading to confirm 2 tests pass. Okay, that's step 1. Okay, so number of rounds. All right, well, let's just type start. Okay, so rock, paper, scissors reads in a seed number for the random number generator. Okay, so we have a random number generator, and now let's read in the player name, player 1 name is equal to some input, and then player 2 name is equal to some input, and then we want to read in the number of rounds, number of loops, equals an integerized input. And this fancy business about making sure that they entered in a positive number, you say, well, rounds is less than or equal to 0. Print out rounds must be greater than 0. And then ask again. This. Rounds rounds. Integerization of the input. All right, and then you want to print all this out. Okay, so print f player name 1 versus fourth. Okay, player name 1 versus player name 2 4 rounds. Roundings. Did I type something in wrong? I did. Look at that. I saw that there, and that made me suspicious. And oh, look, I spelled it wrong. Rounds for rounds. Okay, there we go. For that many rounds. Is that what it's just supposed to say? It's, yeah, okay, good. No period or anything. Okay. Is that all I'm supposed to do? All right, let's run this. I'm supposed to type in Joe. Oh, forgot to close the rounds. For 3 rounds, right? Okay. All right, so let's try this again. I guess it's waiting for me. Joe. Oh, I see. Well, that's what I'm supposed to type in first, is the seed? Oh, I'm supposed to type in the seed first. All right. Okay. Right. Okay. So that's just because I typed in the wrong thing. Okay. 12. Joe, Mary, 10 rounds. Great. Anyway, so let's submit this for grading and see what I get. And oh my, I got 2 points. Okay, so that's all the farther it went. All right, so so I did the first one. All right, now I'm going to use this random randint to generate random numbers between 0 and 2, 0, 1, or 2, for rock, paper, scissors. And then I'm going to generate random values for both. And then I output a tie if the values match. Otherwise, oh, I only do the tie if the values match, huh? Okay. All right, let's do that. Okay. I wonder why the key has, oh, I have to initialize. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to count up the, well, we aren't there yet. Okay, so for a range, R in, no, this is a number of rounds. For number of rounds in rounds, no, in the range of rounds, get a value for player, get a rock, paper, scissors for player 1, play, how about that? Player 1's play, is equal to random dot brand int somewhere between 0 and 2 inclusive. Okay, so that's player 1's play. Player 2's play is random rand int 0, 2. So it's going to be a random integer between 0 and 2 inclusive. And then what I'm going to do is okay, so this is how it's supposed to work. Now that I got that, I'm going to check to see if they're the same. If player 1, not name, play, is equal to player 2 play, player 2's play, then print tie. I got to print out tie. Continue to generate random values for both players until values do not match. Okay, so while it's tied, then just go get 2 more. Okay, so there's that while loop in there. Okay, so this is not, this should be a while. Okay, so if the players are tied, then we want to get a new this. We want to get a new one of this. Copy, paste, and a new one of this. Okay, we want to get a new player 1 play and then player 2 play. And then we want this to just to be a while loop. Yeah, just make this a while. Okay, so while player 1 play is equal to player 2 play, print out tie and get 2 more. Keep on doing that until okay, I guess we're doing this here. So I guess we should run and see that we get 2 more points. Okay, let's just run this and see if we get 2 more points. Oh, 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 am I supposed to type in something? Okay, 12, Merrick, Josephine, 5. I didn't type that. I'm supposed to type in integer. Object cannot be interpreted as an integer. For oh, rounds. Should be rounds. So I didn't know what that was. So, okay, so let's try it again. So I have to print it, do integer, name, integer. Okay, run. 12, Joey, Mary, 3. Okay, so it tied a couple times and ended. And That's great. Okay, whatever. Oh, I should submit for grading. Oh, and now I got 4 points. That's wonderful. Great. So now I have to do the output part. That takes the longest, I think. All right. So step 3, we have to figure out who wins. What did we figure out in the? Oh, I added number of wins. Okay. So all right. So now we got to do the part where we figure out which wins. Okay. So we do identify the winner of this round. Oh, identify the winner using rock crushes scissors, scissors cuts paper, paper cuts covers rock. Okay, submit the grading to confirm 6 tests pass. Okay, so all right. Well, I guess okay. The possibilities are. Yep. We just have to cover all the possibilities now. Okay, so we're past the point. Okay, so now at this point, um, uh, uh, each players or the the plays of each player are different. So it's um, so we have so we just have to cover all the possibilities. If player 1 play it equals rock, and I can use these because I defined them up here. I defined these constants. They're just variables that are defined. If player equals rock, player 1 equals rock, then if, I'm going to do it this way, if player 2 play equals scissors, then player 1 wins, right? Yeah, right. Player 1 wins. Then player 1. I gotta start keeping track of the wins. No, I don't have. No, I'm not keeping track of the wins this time. That's the last step. I keep track of the wins. So forget about the wins for right now. I just have to print F, and what's inside the quotes is player 1 name wins with rock. Okay. Oh, I guess I better do low because then I think it's not low. It's a lowercase. It's lowercase. Yeah, lowercase. All right, wins with rock. All right, so if player 2 equals scissors, then player name 1 wins with rock. Else, okay, I'm just going to do it this way. Else, that means that player 2 play is not rock, it's not scissors, it must be paper. So that in this case, print F player 2 name wins with paper, right? I think so. Okay. So that's what happens if player 1 plays a rock. And so, why is that a different color? Player. All right, that's because of this F. It's a different language. All right, there we go. That's what's. It's a different. Oh, I forgot the F here. F goes there. See, I'm paying attention to the colors, and when the colors are different, then trying to tell you something. Okay, so this is what happens when player 1 is rock. And now I need to put in something where copy this. I'm gonna do else. That's LF, right? In this language, it's LF. If player 1 is scissors, I'm just gonna go like this, and I'll fix this other thing later. And then I gotta do copy this one more time. Oh, I just need to do else then. Else. And it's gonna be something that looks like this. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. So let's just put a little space there. Okay. So this is player 1 of rock. Okay. So that's done. Can I move this down? Okay. So the first one is correct. The second one is if player 1 is scissors, then player 2 is either going to be rock. No. If player 2 is rock. Oh no. Scissors. Who? If you have scissors, player 1 has scissors, then if player 2 would have to have paper. Then player 1 wins with paper. Otherwise, scissors, that must mean paper 2 has rock. And rock beats a scissors, so player 2 wins with a rock. Okay, because player 2 has a scissors. No, because player 2 has a rock and player 1 has scissors. Okay, the third one is rock, scissors. Player 2 must have paper. So player 1 must have paper. So if player 1 has paper and player 1 is to win, then that means player 2 must have rock. And player 1 wins with paper. Otherwise, paper, scissors. Otherwise, player 2 wins with scissors. Okay? I hope you all got that. It may help to go like this. I'm going to put a comment here and say, player 1 play equals paper. C. And this here is actually 2 play equals paper. So player 2 would beat player 1 because paper beats rock. All right, so let's see how close we are. I got to type in 2 and a Bert 3. 2, 2, Anna, oops, Bert, 3. Oops, 3. Anna wins with rock. Okay, well, let me just submit the grade and see if I got it once. Ooh, 7 out of 10. I'm getting awfully close, man. All right. So the last thing I got to do is add a loop to repeat steps 2 and 3 for the number of add a loop. Okay, I thought it looks like I did that already, but the thing I'm missing is counting up the number of wins, okay? Because at the end I gotta say this total here. So I have to put the total in. All right, so I gotta start a couple of variables. I gotta keep track of how much each person wins. So let me guess I can start doing that right here. Player 1 wins equals 0. And player 2 wins equals 0. And whenever player 1 wins, I gotta increment that by 1. And whenever player 2 wins, like there, I increment that by 1. All right, so I gotta put these incrementer increment copy. Let's see, player 1 wins. I better put the incrementer there. Player 1 wins. I'm gonna put the incrementer there. And now I do for player 2. Copy. Player 2 wins. And player 2 wins. And then at the end I have to put Anna wins 2, Bert wins. Okay. So at the end I gotta print F player name 1 wins. Player 1 wins. And player 2 name wins. Player 2 wins. I think that's it. All right. Okay, so I'm going to do 82 Anna Bert 3, okay? '82 Anna Bert 3. Was that it? Anna wins 2, Bert wins 1. Okay, so this is the purpose of the seed. If I put in the same seed, I'll get a series of random numbers, but it'll be the same series of random numbers as any other time I put in 82. So anyway, that's that. Let's submit for grading. Oh, we got 7 out of 10. What didn't I get? I got some wrong. Hmm. Okay, I got one of the things wrong. I got some outputs wrong. What did I miss? Oh, I think I know what I got wrong. Player 1 has rock, and player 2 has scissors, and player 2 has paper. But what happens if player 2 has what, rock, scissors, rock, scissors, and then rock, paper? Let's see. So this is wrong. If the player 1 has scissors and player 2 has paper, then player 1 wins with scissors. Okay. If player 1 has scissors and player 2 has a rock, then player 2 wins with a rock. Paper, rock, paper, paper, scissors. Okay, so let's see what this. Let's just try this one. Ah, good. Okay. All right. Well, that was close. So, very good. I finished up the 2 labs for Chapter 8. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching.